I read an article recently in InStyle magazine that made a light bulb go off. Yes, I had an aha moment. They put out an article about the idea of a divorce registry, where friends and family can come together to help an individual replace items around the house that they lost in a divorce. It's to celebrate a fresh start the way we celebrate new beginnings like a wedding. And I'm just so excited to talk about this today with an incredible mom of two. Please welcome Lori Simonelli.
Hi.
Hi, Lori.
Hi, how are you?
Well, I'm really good because a light bulb went off and then our amazing producers found you and you got divorced this year. And I just want to ask you, how is it going? How was it for you? How is your new normal in the times of so many new normals?
Look, it wasn't easy. I'm great right now. But, you know, we were married almost 17 years. We were together 20. So when something like this happens, you kind of lose your identity. But my ex's name is Nick, and we pulled out all the stops. You know, we tried everything to not have a divorce. We didn't want to do that. We both believed in marriage. We tried everything together as a couple. We realized we can't put those pieces back together. And so we finally came to the realization that we needed to kind of end this chapter.
Well, it's funny that you use that word chapter because life is this unwritten book. And I've had to convince myself of these things when I was like 13 and washed up and just a wastoid. And I was like, I felt like that chapter would be my narrative forever. But you realize that the book keeps getting written and you're actually the writer. And this is a chapter.
Right.
Maybe the closing of one, the opening of the next.
Right.
I appreciate that you use that word.
Right.
I think it symbolizes a lot of things. What has been a difficult aspect about this that you didn't foresee?
You know, I think probably one of the hardest things I saw was the first email that came through that said Simonelli versus Simonelli. And I said, what is this? Like, we're Nick and Lori. We're not Simonelli versus Simonelli. So that was very difficult to process. And then you had the moments where you are speaking through attorneys. And it's just very impersonal. But Nick and I always tried to kind of like bring it back down. And we talked throughout everything. We lived in the same house throughout the whole divorce. We ate dinner with our kids. So, you know, that was hard with attorneys. And one of the hardest things was sitting down with the kids.
Yeah. And this article said when someone gets divorced, often their friends and social circles want to show up, but they are not quite sure how. And a registry gave something concrete to point to. And that was where the light bulb went off for me. I thought, why is there not a registry? Because inevitably in, I would say, the majority of divorces, things are divvied up. Sometimes people have catastrophic losses. But what did your friends do for you?
You know, I have a few very, very close friends, and they were just there. They were there to listen. They just made me laugh.
Yeah.
You know, look, they knew that that Nick and I had a great relationship, so there was never any bad feelings. I mean, they're still friendly with Nick.
Right. Well, I think that you and Nick have a very rare amicability in this circumstance.
We do. We're lucky.
Please do a TED Talk, Lori, immediately. I think it'll get a lot of hits. And your friends, Julie, Melissa, and Hillary, they've been watching this whole time, and they're here. Hi, ladies.
Hi.
Oh, my God.
There they are. And we talked all about you. And we have a little surprise for you. Please watch this.
Hi. Thanks, you guys, so much. It's really, really nice to meet you.
Thank you for doing this for Lori. She is the most amazing person, and she would give the shirt off her back to any of her friends.
I think there's only one silver lining of any breakup, and it's girlfriends.
I'm there for her whenever she needs me to talk or laugh. I just love her to death. She's such a good person.
So every day on my way to work, I would call her for like a half an hour chat on the way in. And, you know, most days she would start off crying, and at the end we were both laughing. Just because, you know, to remind her, like, her life's not over. It's, you know, a new beginning, and think of it that way.
I know when Lori had gotten divorced, she was shocked.
When you're getting divorced, you're like,
Yeah.
I'm fine, everything's cool, but maybe it's not.
Yeah.
Why are we allowed to have a registry for weddings? And I thought a divorce registry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's amazing. Why hasn't anybody done this so far?
I know when I went through a divorce, we just kind of went through the house like, okay, you take this, I'll take this. You take this, So I know she's missing a lot of stuff, you know, especially in her kitchen.
When I think of registries, I immediately go to kitchen stuff. Is there anything else she's missing or lacking, like bedding or pillows or soft items?
Lori is definitely like farmhouse kind of style.
Yeah,
Like,
it's great.
That's totally Lori's, kind of taste.
She loves peanut M&Ms in like the prettiest bowl. She's
A
had
new
that.
bowl.
Yeah.
I know like something that she absolutely has been saying like a million times that she needs is, a console.
Yeah,
for-
I have to say, I like both of these, and they're incredibly affordable.
Yeah.
I believe Lori wanted to be able to kind of DIY herself. I thought this vacuum was super smart.
That will honestly be probably Lori's favorite thing.
Perfect. I think we get through it with our friends. So thank you guys so much for doing this with me and letting me come into your circle. Let's do this.
I just loved meeting your friends. Hi, ladies. Hi. What do you think, Lori? What are you thinking, feeling?
They're amazing. Hillary, I've known forever. I've known her since high school, and she's amazing. And Julie, she's like the most unbelievable person. And Melissa's me times 10. We always laugh about it. My kids call her Crazy Melissa. She comes in my house and we laugh from the moment she comes in till the moment she leaves. And my kids never come out of the rooms, but when they hear her, they're like, Melissa's here, and they run out.
This was so great to do this with you guys. And we created this registry and we purchased every single item on it. So let's... This is all for you, Lori, and Melissa, Julie, Hillary, and I just thought thoughtfully about a few little goodies to get you going. And
A few?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh my God.
Well, I have to tell you, I don't think I would have had this idea if I wasn't working on this company I just created with my partner Shay Hung called Beautiful, which is all kitchen stuff.
I'm flabbergasted, and I can't believe these three are here. It's like overwhelming.
Well, there is no clock that measures when things evolve. It's a mysterious clock that just takes time, but our girlfriends get us through it. So thank you, Julie, Melissa, and Hillary, and Lori.